Well everyone, it's Sunday again, so another week of Geek, news and rumours in the triathlon and multisport world. Now what's interesting is where we're filming this. We're on an 8-week trip and we're in a place called Ballymore. So this is a free campsite where we're stopping for the night. There's the Hair of the Dog pub across the road, so we'll go in there for a drink later. And it's a free campsite, so we love the free camping. So out in nature bringing you this edition. So let's start with the UCI. There's some new rulings. So UCI is the Union Cyclists International. It's the world governing body for cycling. And they've just changed their time trial ruling. So previously the following car, which often carries a spare bike, so we're talking in professional time trialing here, would have to be 10 metres behind. But what they found was, even with the car 10 metres behind, it was actually giving a little bit of benefit. And I saw a diagram which shows what the car does with the wind, and it ever so slightly benefits the rider. I know that's hard to believe. So they've now changed that rule to 25 metres, which is quite a fair way away actually. So that's a new time trial rule, 25 metres for the following car. So I thought that was really interesting, because I know in triathlon they often talk about the motorbikes and how a lead cyclist gets the benefits of all the motorbikes around them. So there you go, new ruling for time trialling. So Giant, as in Giant the company, Giant who make Live bikes and Giant bikes of course, just bought 20 million bucks worth of shares in Stages Power Meters. So I thought that was really interesting. I've never really thought of Giant as a tech company, but maybe they're going to start bringing out their own cranks or something like that with Stages Power Meters. So 20 million bucks is a lot of money. So previously I said how Giant looked like they may be doing it tough. Well, if they just chuck 20 mil at Stages, I don't think they're doing it tough at all. So what's going to happen with Giant and Live bikes? As I said, maybe they're going to develop their own cranks and it'll have a power meter inbuilt. So that's kind of cool. Specialized bikes. So previously I said how they're ditching all their sponsored athletes. Well, they've just ditched Hayden Wilde. Now, arguably, probably equal one of the best short course triathletes on the planet right now, and they're no longer sponsoring him. So what are Specialized doing? They're now only sponsoring a few professional cycling teams, and I think they're still sponsoring who is it? Paula Finlay and Eric Lagerstrom. Now they have a really popular YouTube channel, so I wonder if it's because of that. Mind you, they're good athletes too, but Hayden Wilde is brilliant and they've ditched him. So Specialized must be bleeding is all I can think. They're not going to have many athletes left at all. On Running, as in the brand ON, On Running. Now, every time I research for this video, I see On Running shoes everywhere. They seem to be a really big name, but not here in Australia. So am I wrong? I rarely see On. I don't think I know anyone who uses the shoes. So what is it with this On brand? Now I think On developed a shoe for Gustav Iden, which he won Hawaii Ironman on, and they had a really big stack on them, which since have been made illegal because the stack's too big, and I assume it had a carbon plate in it. But apart from that, I don't really know much about the brand. So comments below, is On big? Is it just me? Am I missing something here? They just released the top earning triathletes in the world, and this is just through winning, so just earnings through races. And Christian Blumenfeld was number one, so he earned $491,000 from winnings. So that's pretty good money. But if you compare that to, say, if you're a golfer or a soccer player or football player, depending what you want to call it, or a tennis player, it's pretty pathetic when you think of the sort of training an Ironman has to do, Ironman athlete, and only getting $500,000 for the full year. I mean, $500,000, don't get me wrong, I'd love that, but it seems really low to me. So he's the highest earner. Now that doesn't include everything else he gets. So it doesn't include sponsorships. I'm sure he's getting that again in sponsorship, but just through earnings, 491,000, so the highest earner. And on that, an interesting fact, so the 3 main PTO events, which are the big money earners, paid more in prize money than 50 70.3 races combined. So Ironman, I think you should get your shit together. That's really sad. And I think Ironman just don't really care about the pros. I mean, they sell races out. They certainly do here in Australia. So maybe they're just interested in the age groupers. But 3 PTOs pay more than 50 70.3. So that's huge. The first Tasmanian 70.3 race has just finished. Well, a few hours ago now. So first time Tasmania's had this event, and the winners have been announced. So in the women, Ellie Salthouse. I used to sponsor Ellie Salthouse when I had my bike shop in Brisbane. Isn't that a funny story? So she's a bit of a superstar. So she was first. Well done, Ellie. Grace Thek, or Tech, T-H-E-K, she was second. I haven't heard of her. And Penny Slater was third. So well done, girls. And in the men's, Jake Birtwistle. Now, everyone probably knows him as a short course athlete, but he is, I guess, dipping his toes into the long course. So his first race and he won it. So good on you, mate. He's actually a native to Tasmania, so it would make sense that was his first. Mitch Kibbe was second, haven't heard of him. And Caleb Noble was third. So that's your top 3 men and women. Now, there's a cattle truck behind me, so excuse that roar if you hear it. We are in the country. Anyway, guys, that's it. Pretty short this week. I hope you enjoy these. Please leave a comment. It really helps. So comment below, thumbs up. Helps our channel. And that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.